Alright, what is up everybody? My name is Saint Slayer Gaming. And it is my... I've been doing YouTube for a full year now. And still am no better at it. Still am terrible. As you can tell from that intro. So, this is slightly different from what I normally do. Normally I do gaming videos and whatnot, but this is actually going to be me doing a bit of reading. Now, before you click off, you should probably click off. This is terrible. I am terrible at this. This is a story I came up with myself called Journey to the East. This is Chapter 1 intro. Well, this is slightly based... This is not slightly at all, actually. Very much so based off The Hobbit, which... I have that somewhere. I know exactly where it is. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I love this book so much. Of course, there's going to be quite a few differences, because that would just give me copyright and stuff. But yeah, probably won't be uploading. I probably won't upload this be continuing this until next fall or something, because I'm doing this on my computer and I don't think I'll have enough time. The computer I have right now is for school purposes, and I can't exactly take this with me, keep this over the summer. I'm gonna have to turn back in May, I think, sometime. Don't think I'm gonna have enough time to make another thing. This took me a few months to write, even though it's very short. I write the same way I read, little bits over time. So yeah, I just realized something. The first sentence was not the first letter, no, the first word of the first sentence was not capitalized. I feel like such an idiot. I did not catch that. This is embarrassing. Let's just get right into this. Okay. Get slightly closer. About 1 million years after an event known as the Fall of the Old Kingdom in a land called Hilan. Perhaps I should explain more about Hilan before I begin our story. This is a land of magic and danger. In this land there are 5 main races: men, elves, dwarves, halflings, or hobbits, and orcs. Men are the most diverse race, and personalities range... Okay, gonna get out of this story. I just realized I didn't put a space in between personalities and range. I really did not read this through before I posted it on Deviantart. That's where I have it on. By the way, my Deviantart channel's name is the same as my YouTube channel. Probably should have mentioned that. I don't think I did. Yeah. Men are the most diverse race, and personalities range from pacifists to those who wish genocide on all others. That's a bit of an Undertale reference. Elves are fair and long-lasting. Most live nearly 800,000 years. Most are peaceful, but do not mess with them, because they have some of the strongest soldiers in all of Hilan, and normally live in forests. Dwarves are a strong and hard-working race, are normally greedy, and they tend to stay in the mountains. Hobbits are a cheery and peaceful race and tend to stay in plains and hills. Orcs are normally cruel, and most are warriors and normally stay in mountains and forests. Much else will be explained at a later time. Now, on to more relevant matters. Again, I forgot to put a capital on the first sentence. Why am I so bad at this? This tale begins in the west, halfway between halfway in between the Siladan and Dividing Mountains. Two different mountain ranges. I actually have a map right off to the side of me. I could show you that. Do this for a school project and added more stuff onto it. There are bit of things that you probably won't be able to see. But yeah, this is the Dividing Mountains here. So line there, and these are the Siladan Mountains. Just a little clarification. In a land called Mithandil, in a town called Brownwater. Yeah, this is Mithandil, this little circle here, and Brownwater would be about here-ish. So here, in a small house, mostly built into a hill, lived a small halfling, even by their standards. He stood about 3 feet 2 inches. Hobbits normally were about 3 feet 10 inches. I have a tendency to over-explain things when I'm making a story, just to let you know. Had brown eyes, brown hair, and tanned skin. He liked to walk in the woods and fields and swim in the rivers, pretending to be on adventures. Not that he wanted to go on an adventure, mind you. He just liked to do these things for some excitement from every now and again. Yeah, I cannot read. I wrote this myself and I cannot read it. He is Brownwater's blacksmith. He normally just makes tools and small trinkets. His name is Felix Seeker, age 33. Still rather young for a hobbit. The day is Friday, May 11th, and the year is 1883, according to the Hobbit calendar. The little May 11th thing is a reference to my birthday. This is starting on my birthday. Just want you to know that. May 11th is my birthday. The story begins as an old man holding a white staff that is a foot taller than he is. I know, we're very, very tall. Wearing a dark green cloak, deep red hat that curves and goes half a foot away from his head all around, which I imagined as if you watch my some of my Xenoverse episodes, the sage hat that I love so much. Yeah, that's what I'm envisioning. Or this Lego hat right here also works. Came from the Yes, I do just have that sitting outside. I have a bunch of Lego things just sitting over here. A bunch of Lego minifigurines. He has a 6-inch long gray beard and is much taller than all the hobbits he passes, all of which turn to stare suspiciously at him. That man walks up to Felix's blacksmith. Yeah. All that explanation was sort of like those commas you do. I remember being told that that little commas can be used to show when those things could be excluded from the conversation and the sentence still makes sense. Yeah, that's what that is. Hello, are you the owner of this shop? The stranger said in a deep voice. Taken aback by this voice, Felix nearly drops the ring he had just finished making from surprise. He turns around to face the stranger and says, most people ring the bell. My apologies, sir, but I would like to have you repair an item of mine. Well, sir, that would depend on the item and the money. Well, sir... no, wait. I just started reading the same thing again. I would like to fix this sword, he says, and pulls out a curved silver longsword with a 2-inch long crossguard with many small notches in it, and puts it on the anvil. I do not work well with swords. You do better with the one who made it, Felix says after a short pause. The elf that made it has long since passed. So have all others who knew how to make a sword like this one. They passed their knowledge of sword making to the halflings. I don't know what you're talking about. I have not been taught anything about elvish swords, Felix said, starting to get irritated. He gets irritated very easily. Please, sir, I just need the tip unbent, the old man said, trying to sound as polite as possible, and showing him as possible, showing him the bent tip, while showing him the bent tip. Yeah, I'm very bad at writing. I just want you to know this. Do not expect professional work from a 14-year-old working on a school to post this on a art site. Do not expect anything good from me in terms of art. You check out my Deviantart page, you would know why. Well, there it is. Felix take a quick look at it. It was bent at about a 40-degree angle, about an inch down, and said, "This is a really easy fix. You could probably fix this yourself." "Well, sir, I have tried, but it seems that it is much worse than it seems. Can you fix it?" "Just give me an hour, and I'd say 10 florix, a type of currency." That actually says it on the story, in parentheses, that the florix are a type of currency. "Half of that up front." "I don't have any florix, but I do have some dwarven coin," he says as he pulls out several small gold coins with small markings and symbols on them. Felix takes a look at them before saying, "I do not accept foreign currency." The old man looks surprised at this and says, "Well, what about a trade? I have many things of value with me." His voice keeps changing. I'm really inconsistent with voices, I'm sorry. "That may work. It depends on what you have." "Well, I have," he looks through a few pouches he has under his cloak, "some cups, a few bits of food, water, old books, a few magic items." At the mention of magic, Felix slightly steps away from the man and says, "What books are there?" "Oh, he looks into his bag. "Well, I have the Ride of the 100, the War of Denthar, Willowman's Tale, History of Alna, History of Asindil, History of Mithandil, The War of the Gods, A Guide to Potions, There and Back and There Again, and A Journey of 1,000 Steps." Well, I'd say they'd make maybe 3 or 4 apiece. "Here, have these 5, the old man hands him, 5 thick, leather-bound books. I think this should be good. Come back in a few hours." "Thank you." The old man exits the shop and wanders around the town. "That was weird," Felix said as he went back to work. That was really short. It took me a few months. A month, I think. At least about a month. Yeah, I'm really bad at writing. I've said that a lot, but yeah, I'm really bad at writing. That was chapter 1. An intro. Journey to the East. Haven't even figured out what the main story is gonna be. Yeah. It's definitely not enough to pull anyone in, but, you know. Okay, I am planning to do another video later. So do not fear. If you would wish, don't forget to check out my DeviantArt page where I have done several other things. I did do another story titled TEST, or test, because it was a test story. Yeah, again, that is Saiyan Slayer Gaming, and the icon next to my name is a Septic Eye Sam with a mustache. From that one drawing your tweets video Jacksepticeye did. I yeah, that's the one I chose for whatever reason. I'm gonna show you some other things that I have put on my channel. Dude. I'm gonna bring this over here. This is a really bad drawing of a team I developed for based off of the show Ruby. Yeah, very bad, as I said before. Team Loki. Yeah, very bad. As I said, do not expect anything good. I'm a very bad artist, especially when it comes to people. Weapons in there were clearly the most. Were clearly the best part of that. There's also this, which it was supposed to be that the blacksmith in the story, but it's at least based off of it. I have a anti-Yamcha hate thing there. This is perhaps the thing I'm most proud of. Statue of my Minecraft skin in Minecraft Pocket Edition, flying in front of a statue of my Minecraft skin in Minecraft Pocket Edition. The wall of egotisticalness. No, not the wall. The picture of egotistic. I can speak. Also a Pokeball and there's Stegosaurus lined up saying "Tame the Rainbow," which is I kind of stole that from Type Forced, I think. Yeah, Type Forced. From one of his Ark series, Ark Survival Evolved live streams on Twitch. Yeah, that was a little thing into my that was a little view into my DeviantArt channel. I hope you all did enjoy, and maybe you'll check it out. I might put a link in the description below. Yeah, I hope you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.